Hi. Welcome to Simple Modern Learning. In this video, we will be learning how to find the area of a parallelogram and triangle. First off, let's remember that the area is the amount of space found in a two-dimensional shape. You should already know how to find the area of a square and a rectangle, but let's do a quick revision. To find the area of a rectangle or square, we must simply multiply its length by its width. So let's say we have a rectangle with a length of 10 centimeters and a width of 5 centimeters. All we have to do is multiply 10 by 5 to find the area. Therefore, the formula to find the area of a rectangle is area equals length times width. Now let's substitute the dimensions in the formula to solve. Area equals 10 centimeters times 5 centimeters. Area equals 50 square centimeters. Let's remember that when expressing area we must write a little 2 next to our units. Now let's look at how to find the area of a parallelogram. Let's take our rectangle from our previous example and see what would happen if we erase this side of our rectangle and draw it on the other side. In doing so, we now have what is known as a parallelogram. As such, what can we conclude about the area of a parallelogram and a rectangle? That is correct. They both have the same area. Since we know that the area of a rectangle is length times width, and since we just saw that a rectangle and a parallelogram have the same area, we can easily find the area of a parallelogram using the same formula. However, instead of using length and width, we will use base and height to represent the dimensions. The base of a parallelogram is known as this line segment, and the height will always be perpendicular to its base. Therefore, the formula for finding the area of a parallelogram is area equals base times height. So, if this parallelogram has a base of 8 centimeters and a height of 6 centimeters, we can multiply them together to find the area of this parallelogram. Let's try it. Area equals base times height. Area equals 8 centimeters times 6 centimeters. Area equals 48 square centimeters. Well done! Now let's look at how to find the area of a triangle. Once again, let's take our rectangle from our previous example and draw a diagonal line from one vertex to the other vertex. We now have what is known as a right triangle. You will notice that the area of this triangle is half the area of the rectangle. As such, the formula to find the area of a triangle is area equals base times height, divided by 2. So let's say we have a triangle that has a base of 10 centimeters and a height of 8 centimeters. All we have to do is multiply them together and then divide by 2. Let's try it. Area equals 10 centimeters times 8 centimeters, divided by 2. Area equals 80 square centimeters, divided by 2. Area equals 40 square centimeters. Well done! It is fairly easy to see how a right triangle is half a rectangle, but what about obtuse and acute triangles? Do they follow the same formula? Yes, they do. If you manipulate any triangle, you will see that no matter what kind of triangle it is, it will always be half a rectangle. Lastly, it is easy to determine which side is the base and which side is the height in a right triangle. But what about obtuse and acute triangles? How do we know which is the height and which is the base? Let's have a look. The base of any triangle is the line segment at the bottom of the triangle, and the height is the distance from the highest point of the triangle to the lowest point, forming a 90-degree angle with its base. So there you have it. You now know how to find the area of a parallelogram and a triangle. Thanks for watching and see you next time on Simple Modern Learning.